Everything seemed quiet, until a cryptic prison call emerged, flipping the hip-hop world upside down. Sean Diddy Combs, currently behind bars on trafficking and racketeering charges, reached out to Kanye West with a mysterious warning. "They definitely trying to end us." That single phrase sent shockwaves through social media, raising one unsettling question. Who exactly is coming for them? Diddy didn't just offer a friendly check-in. He dropped a bombshell about unseen threats, vowing to beat this shitty and return to the front lines. Meanwhile, Kanye responded with equal resolve, hinting at his own plans to grab the mic and step back onto the stage. This brief yet charged conversation left fans wondering whether it signaled a genuine danger or an ambitious play for the spotlight. But there's more to the story than a single phone call. Diddy's trial looms, fueling conspiracy theories about high-level takedowns and hidden agendas. On the other end, Kanye remains no stranger to controversy, having endured a slew of recent feuds, social media meltdowns, and professional setbacks. These two icons are no strangers to drama, yet they continue to stand by each other. By the end of this call, both men sounded more determined than ever. And that's only the tip of the iceberg. Let's dive deeper into how we got here, what's really at stake, and why Diddy felt compelled to warn Kanye about a threat big enough to shake the foundations of the music industry. The phone call in question didn't just surprise fans, it rattled an entire entertainment landscape. Diddy, speaking from a correctional facility in Brooklyn, urged Kanye to stay on guard, warning that a faceless force was trying to end them both. The conversation wasn't riddled with fear as much as it was with urgency. Diddy didn't sound defeated. He sounded fueled by a sense of resolve, repeating that the situation is wicked, 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 and that he'd soon beat this shit. One of the most intriguing parts of the call was Diddy's insistence that Kanye should keep creating music, break out the stadium tours, get back to the mic, and ignore everyone trying to derail his career. The energy felt almost conspiratorial, as though something bigger was in motion than the public even realized. Kanye, for his part, agreed wholeheartedly, expressing a newfound love for music and a readiness to jump back into the spotlight. The entire exchange had the feel of two conspirators preparing for battle, rather than an ordinary chat between industry colleagues. Behind this cryptic warning lies a very real and pressing issue for Diddy. He's facing federal charges for sex trafficking and racketeering. Observers note that if convicted, he could face a severe prison sentence, possibly cutting short his reign as one of hip-hop's most iconic figures. His legal predicament has divided fans. Some argue he's being set up by a system that's always had an eye on dismantling powerful black moguls. Others suspect the charges stem from something darker lurking in Diddy's own past. As he awaits trial, Diddy's situation puts stress on the entire Bad Boy Records empire. Employees, collaborators, and business partners wonder if the brand can weather the storm. The slightest crack in that image could send longtime supporters running. Yet, despite the allegations and looming trial, Diddy has maintained a posture of unwavering confidence. In the phone call, he emphasized his intention to get next to Kanye once he's free, effectively positioning himself as a warrior who refuses to be taken down. For some onlookers, that confidence borders on denial. For others, it's a sign that a powerful man with deep industry roots won't go down without a fight. Kanye West is no stranger to headlines. In recent years, he's faced everything from accusations of anti-Semitic remarks to headline-grabbing Twitter rants to the fallout from major brand partnerships. His personal life has been equally chaotic. Reports say Kim Kardashian is furious over Kanye's decision to release new music featuring their daughter, Northwest, stirring more drama around his role as a father. Professional controversies have come at him in waves. At one point, it seemed Kanye was tanking every industry bridge he'd spent decades building. Yet, in this phone call with Diddy, the old spark returns. He talks about reclaiming the stage and letting the world know he's still here, unafraid of any attempts to cancel him. It's a swift but striking departure from the reclusive posture he's shown during some of his more turbulent phases. Perhaps Diddy's call reminded Kanye he once had a mentor who believed in him. Or maybe it's the push he needed to reignite his creative passion. To understand why Diddy and Kanye's alliance matters now, it helps to remember how their paths have crossed, and sometimes collided over the years. There were moments when their creative energies aligned, like Diddy praising Kanye's groundbreaking production or Kanye name-dropping Diddy as an influence. But both men also have strong personalities and equally strong egos, leading to occasional friction. Fans have speculated about behind-the-scenes disputes, though neither has ever confirmed major beef. Yet for all the rumored feuds, there's a deep mutual respect. Diddy mentioned in the call that he appreciates Kanye for looking out for his children, noting that most celebrities don't bother to check in. Kanye returned that affection, crediting Diddy for having raised me even when I didn't know you. Their story arcs may be unpredictable, but they share a willingness to disrupt norms. That revolutionary spirit has anchored their relationship, even when controversies threaten to overshadow their bond. The phrase, "they want to end us," is ripe for speculation. Are we talking about music industry gatekeepers, corporate forces, powerful record labels, or something even more ominous? Fans and conspiracy theorists have wasted no time spinning possibilities. Some believe the two are hinting at a shadowy clique within the entertainment world, a group rumored to control the fortunes of artists at the highest levels. Others argue that this talk is a clever ploy, a marketing strategy designed to provoke emotional responses and keep these heavyweights at the forefront of public attention. While no concrete evidence points to a specific group, the phrase, "wicked, wicked, wicked," from Diddy rings loudly. It implies a realm of darkness lurking behind the scenes, potentially linked to the serious charges he's facing. If there's any truth to these theories, it's likely more complicated than an offhand remark could explain. But if Diddy and Kanye are right, they might see themselves as targets for being too outspoken or too influential. Whether that threat is real or exaggerated remains anyone's guess, but the suspense keeps everyone hooked. Just when things seemed intense enough, Kanye released a new track titled "Lonely Roads Still Go to Sunshine," featuring none other than Sean himself, and Kanye's eldest daughter, Northwest. The collaboration sent a clear message that these two refuse to distance themselves, even with Diddy behind bars. Critics and fans alike erupted in discussion. Was this planned before Diddy's arrest, or was it a spur-of-the-moment decision to capitalize on the current buzz? One of the biggest side stories here is Kim Kardashian's reported anger over the song. Inside sources say she wants to protect her children from Kanye's controversial behavior, seeing this collaboration as yet another example of him dragging their family into the spotlight. It's no secret Kim and Kanye have had a tumultuous co-parenting journey. This move might deepen the rift between them, at least in the public eye. Despite the drama, the track itself has generated a ton of excitement, partially because it confirms that, even from prison, Diddy is still collaborating on new music. Love or hate it, the release stokes even more curiosity about what their next move might be. At the center of it all stands the prison phone call that started this whirlwind. Diddy's urgent message warns of a bigger battle brewing, one that touches not only his future, but Kanye's as well. Both men have navigated controversy for years, from legal troubles and canceled deals to public feuds and global headlines. Now, they've come together, once again, under a shared belief that forces outside their control are plotting against them. Some say it's paranoia, some say it's a publicity stunt, and some believe the threat is entirely real. The questions that remain are as layered as the men themselves. Are Diddy and Kanye simply expressing the frustration of being under constant scrutiny? Or do they truly know something dark at the heart of the music industry? As Diddy awaits trial, will Kanye's renewed energy evolve into a full-blown comeback? And how will Kim's anger shape the future involvement of their children in Kanye's projects? These answers are bound to surface eventually, but likely with more twists and turns along the way. For now, one thing is certain. Diddy's cryptic message and Kanye's eager acceptance of that warning have the entire industry on edge. Whether they're protecting each other from actual threats or cleverly fueling a narrative to boost engagement, the results are the same. We're all watching, we're all talking, and we're all bracing for the next bombshell. The story doesn't end here. It's only the beginning of another chapter in a saga where the stakes keep rising. Who stands to gain or lose the most from this alliance remains to be seen. Perhaps the real question is whether two of hip hop's most influential figures can outrun the controversies that have chased them for years. Diddy has declared he'll beat this shit and return to claim his place by Kanye's side. Kanye, in turn, has hinted it's time to seize the mic and captivate crowds again. But are they walking into a trap designed by unseen hands? Or are they forging a path no one dared to imagine? In an industry built on spectacle and fueled by rumor, only time will reveal the truth. If the phone call is any indication, Diddy and Kanye's resolve to stand strong might be unshakable. Yet the threat remains in the air, as menacing as ever. For now, all we can do is watch from the sidelines, waiting for the next shocking revelation or unexpected twist. One final lingering thought to ponder. When these men say they're trying to end us, they might be pointing fingers at hidden powers that don't just threaten them, but threaten anyone bold enough to speak out. Whether that's fact or just another layer of hype, it's an idea compelling enough to keep everyone on edge, riveted by the possibility of what might come next. And so, the stage is set for a showdown between two of music's most controversial figures and the forces they believe want them silenced. The upcoming weeks and months will likely bring more headlines, more rumors, and more sparks flying between Diddy, Kanye, and those who stand against them. In the meantime, their fans remain divided, some offering unwavering support, others questioning the authenticity of this entire narrative. Regardless, the buzz is undeniable. The real challenge for both men might be keeping the momentum rolling without spiraling into yet another crisis. But maybe that's exactly what they want. To push the tension to its breaking point, forcing the world to tune in. If Diddy truly emerges triumphant at his trial, we might witness a massive industry shift upon his return. And if Kanye truly pours his soul back into his music, we could see a renaissance that revives the genius behind his earliest projects. Either way, the stakes are impossibly high. Their conversation from behind bars opened a Pandora's box of questions about justice, power, and survival in a business that sometimes seems designed to destroy its biggest stars. So now we wait. We wait for Diddy's day in court, for Kanye's next move, for Kim's next response, and for the possibility that this cryptic warning is bigger than any of us realize. They've promised us more revelations to come, more wicked truths lurking just below the surface. Whether that will lead to a triumphant comeback or an epic downfall is anyone's guess. But one thing's for sure. The world will be watching, caught between disbelief and morbid curiosity, as two giants try to break free from the cages built around them, both literal and metaphorical. As the dust settles, we might look back on this call as the turning point in a story that redefined hip-hop's power dynamics. Or it might turn out to be another dramatic episode in a long series of controversies. Either way, the words "they definitely trying to end us" will linger in our minds, echoing the uneasy notion that sometimes even icons aren't safe from forces lurking behind the curtain. Whether those forces are real or imagined, the suspense is real enough to keep everyone fixated, right up until the final act. And that act is still unfolding. Remember, no matter what you believe, Diddy's unwavering tone and Kanye's eager agreement speak volumes about their shared conviction. If nothing else, that alone is worth keeping an eye on. Because in the world of hip-hop, and in the broader entertainment industry, such alliances can shift entire cultures. And alliances built under the weight of external threats often lead to unexpected transformations. Buckle up, because if Diddy and Kanye are right, the biggest revelations may be yet to come.